The person who suggested this said this is one of his funniest videos. So we're definitely skipping the list and watching this. This top 5 Space Marines who could be a Custodes Warhammer 40k lore. Before we get in, got a couple things. I want to shout out this comment. I literally have you'll see it at the top of the screen. This is labeled Yeezus. Yeezus, you see that? Yeezus.jpg. Mark Destroyer. Oh my lord, man. Oh my lord, get it? That is so much. You guys go in and I literally read all these comments. So, still doesn't stick, kind of. But thank you for taking your time. That's why I like every comment, even if they're ones that are negative, that you just take time out of your day to even leave something on the video. Which, speaking of that, before we get in, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sending out a lot of love. I hope your day, your week, everything is going fucking fantastic. Maybe I can send you some energy. Look at big smile. That was horrible. But nonetheless, I really do hope everything is going well, even if the outside appearances are not going well. Remember that it's the internal that reacts to it. So just stay up. Just keep your head on just stay positive. And this too shall pass. Now with that out of the way, now the new Lycan shit. Accept the bite, join the bloodline, be a freaking Lycan, and go support Major Kill. Major Kill, I don't know if you've seen any of these videos yet. Anybody wanna hit him? No, so, sometimes I love when a YouTuber's like base that watch them, or the people that watch them, will come to one of my videos and literally tell them. Like, there's been a few in the past, like Surreal Entertainment and a couple others that come by and thank me, and that makes me happy that you guys are really enjoying the reactions. I hope I'm delivering. Which I wanted to speak about Baltimore quickly in this too, but I'm gonna make it fast. There's a comment. I love this comment because, trust me, the comments, don't worry, they do not mess with me. So, like if it's a negative comment, I take it for into consideration. But it was a comment that said, I'm looking for it. Oh, please don't be deleted, man. Don't be deleted. Oh, I don't know where it is. There's too many comments. Okay, forget it. There was a comment that said, we are literally just watching you watch Major Kill. I would rather watch Major Kill. I loved it. I laughed so hard because I was finding different ways to say, yeah, man, you kind of nailed it. This is a reaction video. I will gladly stop watching Major Kill. Listen, I'm doing this literally because it's fun, and if it's entertainment for y'all, I want to provide. I've gotten messages that I make people's days brighter, and that's what I'm here to do. But if you want to go watch Major Kill, watch Major Kill. It's cool. And do you? I mean, I don't know. But other than that, if you want to send me videos, I know, I say it, put it in the comments and everything like that. I know. Trust me, guys. I'm going to get to them eventually. I think I misjudged how many requests I was going to get. You know, it started really, really small and nice, like a little family on this channel. Now it's becoming a family. A family. So there's a lot. But I can handle it. Okay, announcement over. Let's get into Major Kill. I'm sorry for stalling.
G'day, guys and gal. Yes. Custodes are a whole nother.
Say? No, we can't miss that.
G'day, guys and gal.
I don't know why I say guys and gals like that. It makes me uncomfortable. Gal.
Custodes are a whole nother level when compared to a Space Marine.
Yeah.
But not only are they like a way higher level, but they're actually engineered to kill Space Marines. It'd be like a level 10 Charmander versus a level 60 Blastoise. Not only are completely outmatched in strength, speed, intelligence.
You guys are really gonna hate me for this. Okay. I have met. See, this is where I add my little stuff, so it's not just a reaction video, but I grew up around people who had decks of these. I'm pretty sure if some straggler associate I've had from my past that came back into my life and seen this moment in this video would literally know the decks of cards that you showed me. I've come across people who have had like boxes of literal Pokemon cards, and I was always around it, and never understood or got into Pokemon. I thought the pictures and cool and the animals were cool, but never in my life have I gotten into it. And still to this day, all the stuff I see from trading and buying packs and trying to get, like, I don't know, legendary cards, I just don't understand it. But I'll get the stats.
60 Blastoise. Not only are you completely outmatched in strength, speed, intelligence, and skill, but you're also getting hard counted. Apart from a few dumbass riders who apparently mistake Custodians for paraplegics, the Custodes have consistently slaughtered Space Marines en masse. A single Custodes is enough to wipe out an entire squad, and they repeatedly make Space Marines understand what it's like to be helpless. Despite this, there are some Marines that stand above the rest. Some that are so powerful and ruthless that they could genuinely kill a Custodian in a 1v1. Level 100 Charmanders. Just quickly, come on, nearly there. One final flick of the dick and he'll be eating our dust. Subscribe. Today we'll go over the top 5 Space Marines that could beat a Custodian. The Custodian will be rank and file, hence won't be named, and the Space Marine will be as they were in their prime. There are a handful more Space Marines that could probably manage it who won't be on this list, but I think the 5 Marines I'm about to show you have the best chance.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Our first contender on this list is Abaddon. Whilst I do give...
Okay, so I've heard of Abaddon, and what's interesting too, this does not look like a normal fucking Space Marine.
Be a lot of shit, most of which he deserves. There is no denying that he would be more than a match for our glorious Golden Banana Boys, especially since getting super high level gear and a cosmic blowjob induced power up by the ruinous powers.
Yeah.
Abaddon is tanky enough to cop a black sword through the chest, strong enough to shatter a Primarch weapon in his hand and then kill a clone of said Primarch, and annoying enough that he would throw a Blackstone Fortress at Cadia to win the battle. Whilst that last achievement was definitely just poor sportsmanship, cheaters often come out on top, so it paradoxically improves his standing as a commander.
He said cheaters usually come out on top.
Notable victories of Abaddon's include beating Marnius Calgar. Now that doesn't sound very impressive, as Marnius is an old man.
Damn, that sucks. I was gonna say probably not in the long game, but he said he still stands. So damn, okay.
Abaddon only really won because his gear was a way higher level.
One sec. Back to Major Kill.
But considering the extreme levels of plot armor the Big Blue has, it's impressive he was wounded so badly. Seriously though, GW, it's time for Calgar to die. I promise we'll keep buying his model, but his time has come. The fight between Chaos's Chosen Boy and a Custodes would be legendary. A Custodes is faster, but Abaddon's armor and sheer power is greater. In lore, Abby would win purely through plot armor, but if that was stripped, I still think he would be able to manage it. Likely due to the Custodes going for a killing blow, landing it, then Abaddon tanking it, and then killing the Custodes. Pretty much an exact replication.
That literally sounds like fucking plot armor.
His fight with old man Sigismund. On the tabletop, Abby shits on a regular Custodes. But if you use the tabletop to power scale, then you're worse than a pedophile. This next one is really hard. I was really undecided between Sigismund and Nathaniel Garro, but come on, it's Sigismund. Siggy in his prime was a literal god of war.
Is this fucking, is this like the top Black Templar?
An Astartes that was chosen as the champion of the Emperor. Siggy's the only Marine who you could swap out for a named Custodes and you wouldn't need to adjust any of their feats or achievements. This guy cuts through Space Marines like a mohel cuts through foreskin. He's taken punishment after punishment, but seems to be able to activate a Zenkai or some other anime shit.
Zenkai? What?
Because he always gets up and keeps on killing. He was a beast before.
Wait. Did he mean Bankai? Wait, no, I don't know if he's talking about Bleach. What the fuck's a Zenkai?
Before the Emperor chose him, but when he became the Emperor's champion, he took it to a whole nother level. During the Siege of Terra, he was basically given the task of wrecking every Chaos champion's tits. They died in droves against him as he hacked a bloody path. He has even fought against both Angron and Fulgrim, and whilst he lost both times, he was able to hurt Fulgrim and briefly hold his own against Angron. As Primarchs are usually described as gutter-stomping Space Marines like it's nobody's business, that's a big deal. In a fight against the Custodes, it would be Siggy's skill, not strength or speed.
It's actually so good to actually finally be familiar with the names, because now I know the feat against Fulgrim. Now I understand that. Now I'm getting it.
That would win it for him. His uncanny ability to both parry and attack simultaneously could be enough to land a winning blow. Whilst he did lose against Abaddon, that was an old Siggy, well past his prime. If you took Siggy during the height of the Siege of Terra, he would have wiped the floor with Abby that day, and likely could do the same to the Emperor's favourite sons. Alright, fuck it. Let's add in Garro as well. Top 6 Space Marines that could beat a Custodes, baby. Also, you know, need to hit that 10-minute mark for reasons that I'm ashamed to say out loud. Nathaniel Garro is not the kind of guy you would expect to get so strong. When the Horus Heresy kicked off, he had just lost a leg and got fucked pretty hard by a Slaneshi slut. He was then traumatized by the betrayal of his father and brothers, and he had to deal with all kinds of messed up shit getting to safety. At some point along the trial, he decided he was now King Arthur, and he started swinging around Excalibur. To be fair, he was already a great warrior and had earned numerous honours. On top of this, he gained a bunch of XP from completing a main story quest given by Malcador the Sigillite, in which that he needed to recruit a bunch of dudes to form the Grey Knights in the Inquisition. From there, he fought demonic dragons and other unique evil-ass entities, including a fly demon. When Abaddon and his elite Terminators tried to breach the walls of Terra, it was Garro and his knights who intercepted them. Every single one of Abaddon's forces died, and Abby was beaten.
Damn.
Garro went for the killing blow, but just as it was about to hit, Abaddon's plot armor went into overdrive, and he was teleported to
It sounds like everybody except Sigismund has plot armor.
safety at the last second. When the Grey Knights were originally formed, Garro was rejected, not because he wasn't good enough, but because he was too good, and he was better spent killing bitches during the Siege of Terra rather than hiding on Pluto.
Oh my gosh, man. Major Kill never ceases to amaze me with how he explains shit. And I think it's even funnier that half of you say that half of the shit he says is wrong. That actually makes me laugh at the comment that said I'd rather watch Major Kill. So then, I guess we're in agreement that he's purely entertainment, but even fun. No.
That's right, this bold man was too good for the Grey Knights. In a fight against a Custodian, it would be Garro's skill that would come out on top. The
Is he more good than a salamander though?
fight playing similarly to how Sigismund would fight it. Now for a more recent and absolutely bonkers space marine, Tyberos the Red Wake. Now, a big advantage Custodes have over space marines is that
These don't look like normal fucking space marines. What the fuck? Is like his body size doubled in here too? Like instead of 2 hearts, 18 lungs, it's like 3 hearts and 50 lungs?
they're bigger and stronger.
Look at
The
this.
tabletop reflects this, and so does the lore. But then you get big motherfuckers like Tyberos,
Yeah.
and suddenly that advantage doesn't seem so hot anymore.
Tyberos literally sounds like a fucking bear's name.
Tyberos, the chapter master of the Space Sharks, is currently the largest space marine in existence.
Oh, yeah,
Usually
okay.
big space marines have their power armor augmented with Terminator armor to fit them. Tyberos has his Terminator armor augmented with Dreadnought armor to fit him. He also wields power fists that double as lightning claws that triple as chain hands. What? This is the closest Warhammer has gotten to One Punch Man. It's actually a crime we haven't seen more of this dude in the lore. In a fight against the Custodes, it would just be a matter of time before Tiberius could land a hit. The Custodes would likely be able to land multiple solid blows, but Tyberos would only need to hit him once to either kill or severely injure him.
Yeah.
This could genuinely be considered the only case of David vs Goliath, where David is the custodian, and gets raped with lightning power fist chain claws wielded by a literal shark man. Down to number 2, we have a character who used to be cool, but now they just kinda isn't. Kharn the Betrayer. But Major Kill, Kharn is a great avatar of Kharn and embodies him to great effect. Shut your stupid fucking mouth to me before I tell Kharn
Fucking
that you have an unclaimed skull. Just because he is like Kharn doesn't mean he's a good character. Just imagine how annoying someone in the real life would be if they genuinely followed Kharn. You need to wear fucking earbuds 24/7 around them.
Yeah, I could see that, and I knew. I love how you can easily distinguish corn, Slanesh. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You know what? Zini boy. We'll say that. And Plague Daddy. Oh God, I forgot Plague Daddy. No, I forgot Plague Daddy. Well.
Kharn used to be great, a likable world eater that did everything he could to uphold the glory and honor of the world eaters.
No, for me, who's Plague Daddy? Cool guy? Oh, Nurgle. What the fuck? How did I forget Nurgle? Nipple Nurgle. That's
Here you
fun.
convince
Yeah, that's
Angron
how
to
I
lead the
remember
World
it.
Eaters after a dozens others had died trying. He was a genuine bro and formed friendships with all the other cool Space Marines like Argyle, Tal and Sigismund. These days, he's just a roided up angry fuckhead whose vocab only extends to 4 or 5 words, with half of those just being different ways to say blood. Whilst Kharn as a character is more of a meme these days, his skill and strength are no joke. This guy has a kill counter installed in his helmet, which is in the millions. Considering he only really likes melee combat, that's a metric fuckton of killing. During the Siege of Terra, he dueled Sigismund and appeared to be winning, as it stated that Kharn's anger actually makes him a better fighter, which completely contradicts all martial arts, but hey, I'm not a Space Marine so I can't judge. He has taken out other heavy hitters like Saint Celestine and the credibility of the World Eaters Legion. Honestly, between Angron and Kharn, so many World Eaters have been team killed that there's barely any left. Who the fuck wants nails in their brains and a demonic daddy who still can't get over his dead mates 10,000 years later? Against the Custodes, the fury of Kharn would be too great. The fight will likely go to similar to that of Azrael vs Kharn, in that Azrael landed some good early hits due to his skill and discipline, but as the fight went on, Kharn's fury continued to power him up until he became unstoppable. At that point, Azrael got the fuck out of there, but a Custodes would—
It sounds like this is a fight between fucking Zeus and fucking Kratos. But before I even continue, Saint Celestine, like the girl who came down in the one animation I watched, he fought.
fight to the end.
What?
Kharn would be messed up and covered in wounds, but with Daddy Korn patting him on the back, he would live to fight another day. Probably another fucking million days. Finally, our number 1 spot.
Now that sounds like plot armor as well.
A Space Marine who could not only take down a Custodes, but a named Custodes.
Leonidas?
With Asterion Moloch. The lore
Moloch.
about this Spartan in space is sketchy. It's unknown if multiple Marines had taken this mantle, or, you know, if the original Moloch's consciousness gets transplanted to a new Marine when his old body's too damaged,
So it's like fucking Robin Hood with this one?
or if it's just been the one dude the whole time. There is even a theory that he's a rogue experimental custodian himself, which is partially supported by the fact that he seems to potentially wield some kind of modified Guardian Spear, which is a Custodes exclusive DLC. Regardless of who or what he is, the man is a monster, leading the only known chapter of Loyalist Iron Warriors, the Minotaurs of the Hammer and the Anvil. Moloch's greatest moment, however, when he came face to face with the Custodes Valerian, who was considered one of the best of the best. With just a stare down, Valerian genuinely doubted whether or not he could take on Moloch. That's right. A named Custodes, the hero of the Lion's Gate, handcrafted by the Emperor and built to kill Space Marines, genuinely doubted if he could beat the Chapter Master of the Minotaurs. Unfortunately, the fight was interrupted before it could start, but the Minotaurs are in their own league of Space Marines. The only ones that perhaps can match their tomfoolery would be the Space Sharks. Those guys are insane. It's important to note that in this list of top 6, Space Marines that could beat a Custodian. In a real simulation without plot armor, it's impossible to say for sure who would win. If you have other Space Marines who you think could give it a red hot go, then chuck them down in the comments below. And that does us for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place to be. Only $1 per month give you access to a boatload of Warhammer.
What in the hell? Major go. Alright. What the fuck? Sounds like most of these people had fucking plot armor. This, by far, this is the coolest one to me. By design, it looks heavily inspired by Leonidas. It looks so dope. Or whoever is donning this mantle, as Major Kill said. It's really like a Robin Hood situation. How Robin Hood had multiple different, like, or is it Rohan? What's the mantle? Rohan? Oh fuck, I can't actually remember. Never mind. But nonetheless, pretty fucking cool. Why is he a meme nowadays?
If they genuinely followed Korn.
Yeah, fucking Kharn. I don't hear a lot about Kharn. I hear about the other 3 more. Is Kharn just rage and anger? And it basically sums up why I don't hear much about him, because it's like,
Kharn,
that's funny, the topic of needing earbuds with anyone who rides for Kharn, and literally saying that I don't hear anything about Kharn. Yeah, by far, I think the coolest are going to be, I ride with the Black Templars now. It's going to be Sigismund. Not this guy. Yes, fucking What was it? Tiberius?
hot anymore.
What
Over
was it?
space, absolutely a bunk. It would be Garro, a bonkers space marine. Tyberos the Red
Tyberos. Yeah, Tyberos.
Wake. Minotaurs.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
this
greatest
guy.
moment, however, when he
They are fucking. They seem like monsters. Alright, I'm out. Much love and Moonlight, and I gotta watch the Carcharodons now. I have to check them out. Alright, peace out.